But I do like the Omni-Knight in this game. I think you wanted a sustain hero. Sustain hero is very nice for Arc Ward and Veno in general. More grenade action going out, but there's a Dispel. Is it enough?
Oh man, that was super interesting. In Your Dream does manage to pick up that kill on Shanks, in part because he is on Dire's side, Avery. So his Tempest went out a lot faster than it normally would. They won it pretty easily, but part of the mechanics that we were talking about there was the difference between Radiant and Dire. As we're going to watch Bob, see if he gets killed here. He's all out of abilities, so it looks pretty rough for him.
What the hell?
All of them.
You got to think about these Lotuses as well. Like, DB has a Lotus right now, so he's kind of just baiting his fight out.
They go for it. Not quite enough damage. Yokum needs a save from the Decrepify. Turnamarum Blast gets the Terrorblade before Terrorblade can get him, and DB still playing with that Healing Lotus. I don't think they're aware that existed, as he had a raindrop there as well, dodging the glimpse damage on top of everything else.
He had a lot of effective HP hidden away there, and they're probably going to get the 2 for 1. Nowhere to run, and you get bashed. This lane, paying dividends for AG as they get a lot of levels on Yokum. He's already level 4 and almost a half. That is a lot for a roaming Spear Breaker. And
the blast puts Yoe up to the high ground with the double damage. He still kind of wants to keep going. Hit these supports, spots Bob. He gets a little bit low. Charge is coming out. He's not going to make it in time, and he's going to die like this. Okay, doesn't even bother to try and Fairy Fire or Magic Wand. Yoe kills the Disruptor.
You lose this Wisdom Rune in a game where you're already falling behind on levels. You may never get there.
Oh, the Rolling Thunder. Oh god, the Slight is coming up. Bob, he has to out-heal the Slight damage, and he does with the bottle. Has to dodge some of these melee hits as well. Oh, Swashbuckle away, but Yoe, he'll bring him down with a final Slight. Has another Remnant to be able to get out too. Glimpse back. Look at this move from Palos. Shanks is going to get gone on, but at the same time, Palos has gone through the portal and is going to go for a gank on In Your Dream. Magnetic Bubble is already out, but going for Yokum first. Oh, Palos needs to get over Sunder, he doesn't. He gets bursted down too quickly. Where was the Sunder? Where was the Purification? No Sunder. He decided to level up other abilities, and Tino only had level 1 Purification.
Breeze?
Okay, that was maybe not the best idea.
Yeah, that was an ambitious DP. You're going to just bring everybody here. I think Paul's is dead again. This is the Spear Breaker Dota that can play really fast around the map.
Yeah, with all the magic damage they do, it really shouldn't be a problem here. But DB somehow got his Light Drain, like, canceled or something. Either way.
I mean, I'm charging anything I see at this point.
Yeah, certainly.
Like, what's to stop you? Pretty much the one thing going well for Execration is Tino on this Omni-Knight, who is very tanky.
Bob not having nearly the same kind of good time. Had a Magic Wand charges, but couldn't get away from the stuns from Yokum. Had another one in the chamber, and now they're going to be able to catch Carlo. Yoe working with plenty of mana. A Slight will finish him off, getting him a double kill, while the charge onto the other side going for Tino. Tino, who does have lots of HP. This is not going to be the easiest kill. 20 Magic Wand charges and a Healing Lotus still to be used, so he's good.
They're forcing it off the map, and Yoe is just still punishing mid.
Well, apparently it's neutrals. That's Vari's solution, as support Venomancer is to jungle. I've seen this one in a few pubs.
He's just stealing all their camps. They're going to bring 3. All right, that is something to be found. Some extra XP here. It will cost you again. Nothing is free right now.
Oh, geez. He's actually going to use the ultimate. Bob needs the help of Tino to stay alive here. Chasing after the Spear Breaker doesn't quite land there. Nice use of the Tumbler toy to get over that cliff. Certainly needed it because this is not the cleanest area to fight right now. Glimpse back.
Ooh, dodged it.
Nice Slight dodge.
Slighted the neutral camp. Little Orphan Disruptor has had a very hard knock life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is probably not a reference for the C region. Unless I'll make it. Smoke charged.
Instantly removing the disable. There's another one to follow it up, though. Ready to go with the Sunder. Can't quite reach anybody here. Wants to use it aggressively. does not want to have to be forced to use it on his support, but that's what happens. He immediately gets the kill onto Carlo as a result. And Palos is still in trouble. The magic damage is too much. He dies through the ult of Tino. Guardian Angel did absolutely nothing. It sells his support out for nothing.
Why did you do this to me?
Okay, Bob at least gets one kill, but hunted down deep inside your side of the map. DB on the other side, they've been sandwiched. They're going to have to fight through DB's life drain. Tino will live. Not quite enough damage there. Yokum, Swashbuckle's really adding up now. Bob, he gets a second kill. Oh, Static Storm to try and stop the Ember Spirit, but it's too late for that. The Rampage is already complete.
Back.
I mean, this is you're seeing part of the reason why he's been one of the most successful heroes in high-level pubs. A lot of pro players have picked up on this hero in the last couple of weeks.
I fully expect this hero to be competitive. He's a beast if you can lane him properly.
Big kill.
This is a nice pickup.
They're going to have to lose some... Oh, God.
Or is it?
Oh, no. Glimpse back and finally get it. But it was after Bob died. So Carlo will pick up the solo experience for that one, and his life is still forfeit. Yowei is having the time of his life after a game one like that. Bounce back into game two. Young godlike streak already at 16 minutes.
Maybe if you win lanes, you can ball with the Omni Knight, but Omni Knight in this type of scenario is offering you very little. Because he does not want to just sit behind his Terrorblade off every charge. There's a phylactery suck.
Okay, maybe an opportunity to turn around. It's finally the Sunder hits on an enemy hero. They get the glimpse back on a Spirit Breaker, ensuring his death while DB is cleared up underneath the Static Storm. Yowei, though, watches two of his allies die and sets out for vengeance. Gets one kill. We're out of mana, though. Gotta be careful of that one with this Diffusal Blade up on Bob. And the constant heals coming out from Shanks, lowering that cooldown.
They had nowhere to go. Diffusal Pango right on time. Start getting some mana burns. Tino gets involved in some fights. And Palos, he gets a lot of recovery out of that turnaround off Sunder. But of course, the charges never stop.
No. No, they don't.
It's very tough, especially when you don't have other stuns to help you hit them.
Yeah, true.
He has no setup other than Static Storm Glimpse, which we haven't seen once because it got so stumped. So it is tough. It's very tough right now for Tino. I also feel like this hero's power spikes are kind of like early game oriented, right?
Precious bounty.
Ish. I think he scales way better than he ever did before. Nice charge away from Yokum. The glimpse back, though, to deny him that escape, but he still has plenty of mobility left. The boost of the bulldoze gets him some distance. Bob is going to hunt him down eventually, though. Gets that kill back over to Yowei, who is silently hunting. Will pop out now to catch Bob. Slight chain stops the TP. Over to mid.
0.
Static Storm holding in DB. Need to get on top of him. Tino is so slowed down. Now he's going to be life drained. Okay, use that Guardian Angel against a bunch of magic damage. I don't think that's going to do much good for you. Now the Decrepify, another suck. And another chance for them to just barely escape. Apollo's left alone against the Ember Spirit. Yowei. Yowei is just not to be trifled with in this game, too.
There's somebody stopping him for real. 14-0. This guy's got like a kill a minute almost. Disgusting streak. You can never pop it. I don't know if you're gonna pop it though. That is a problem. The map way too hard to play right now for Palos. Just can't find any room. That's a 6th death for the Terrorblade.
And the shorter Spark Wraith, which you said is super obnoxious and pretty powerful. They do find Into Your Dream. They get on top of him with Bob, just what they need. But he's taking so much magic damage. My God, fortunately, the Rolling Thunder does go off, and they should be able to get this kill eventually. DB not opting to heal his carry instead went for the kill, and didn't manage to get it either. Omni does not die, but Bob did. What happened to Palos? Is that Yowei? Yoei
That was
killing.
Yoei.
Top tower is under attack.
Yoei found him. They had a nice one-on-one exchange. Paulo said some things. Yoei said some things.
Okay.
It got very heated. And Yoei broke his back over the kitchen sink. So
Oh, he gave him the Bane treatment, huh?
Tower
yeah,
is under attack.
that is kill team for Mr. Ember Spirit with that shield rune.
Which will break first, your body or your spirit?
I think both are breaking for execration in this game. They need to,
After death number 7, which one has broken first?
definitely, they were simultaneous. They broke at an equal time together. I respect that. I can't believe you're going to do a Bane impression. You wouldn't do the Arc Ward bit. What's wrong with you?
You said make a sound. You didn't say sound like that. Also, I don't play Arc Warden. I don't listen to this guy.
I mean, it didn't have reason. It could have been anything, though. Dota fans don't know what Arc Warden sounds like.
That is true. Very few Dota players play Arc Warden. Well, nowadays you're incentivized not to do as much of the split pushing, right? Because the damage penalty.
Very true.
Bob gets off the Rolling Thunder. Yoei responds with his BKB. So his Beyond Godlike spree is not going to be easy to bring down.
On the charge.
Oh,
the delivery.
Ooh, barely gets away. Yokum going to be pulled back to his death. No, barely enough damage. Tino threw a hammer of the gods straight at the Spirit Breaker's back and nailed him.
Honestly, I don't know if it's the best, but he can make it. Okay, he changed. He's going Hex.
Okay.
I think he was just thinking.
That's a little sad. I mean, it would help them in the fact that they're getting away a lot of times with Heavenly Grace. Jeez, Yoei's just bouncing around like a pinball here. A deadly whirl of blades and fire that is destroying Execration. They're chasing after him now. He still has plenty to work with. Yeah.
It's feeling quick.
This is not the... I would be scared of chasing into this Ember, but I guess they feel confident. They do get a tier 1 tower.
That's probably like a 2.5K, 3K kill.
I will say one thing. There is no difference, right, in Beyond Godlike streaks that are 10 versus 10 plus kills, right? Besides, like, net worth.
Dude, that's true.
You get what I mean?
I thought it infinitely scales.
Charge on through, does it? Bob is going to die. Shanks spotted as well, so... Oh, Yoei thought... did Yoei think he juked him, or did he just decide not to chase after Shanks? Either way, Shanks will get away.
Pretty big talent for this hero with how much the bubbles buff him. Also very annoying talent for the Terrorblade to have to deal with. Ball still decently strong for Execration if they can find that fight in the clump, and they're going to get a really good glimpse to start it off. That's just a freebie. You want to take this 4v5?
Bob taking a lot of damage. Swashbuckles away. Execration do manage to disengage without losing anybody. That's very important until Bob. Okay, he saves. He's got his own Guardian Angel thanks to Tino. Always ready to go with the Heavenly Graces.
You know, something we saw in these earlier fights is he has Guardian Angel, only level 1 here on Tino. This is not a great Guardian Angel game.
No, it's not.
There's almost nothing that's blocking out of maybe like one slight or something, but the Arc Warden hits, it's more of a hybrid hero now, especially with the magic bubble, so you can kind of just punch through it.
I mean, it's the same reason it's a really rough game for Palos, right? Terrorblade is pretty good against physical damage, very bad against magic.
It may be something that makes this Arc Warden Terrorblade matchup better for Arc Warden now, too. Like, you're just dealing way more magical right-click damage that is basically just amp damage versus Terrorblade. It's like 50% better.
Smoke wrap around here. AGM going to try and get the high ground wards. Or not. They're going to try and sneak a ward behind their outpost.
Oh, they just jammed it through.
Already spotted the Disruptor, got off the Static Storm. They will manage to bring down the Spirit Breaker, but the pincer from the side managed to bring down the supports. Paolo is struggling to be able to get it off. He can't get off a Sunder, man. The illusion's just too much. Put him up against the back of the wall, and Execration will be executed. AGM successfully executing a beautiful pincer move there around the Roshan.
Magical damage bubble. Just killed him through the Guardian Angel, man. Paul's had nobody to sunder. He's just stranded there. AG just jammed the charges over that hill. No cares, and instantly took out the supports. I really like that pincer maneuver. They found Coddle, he's their auras. The second Shanks is out of that fight, that feels like a lost fight, because you need this pipe and mech and multiple blasts to sustain you over the long term. Just way too difficult. It does cost you a Spearbreaker buyback, but who the hell cares when you just get everything you want? Now you have Aegis on in your dream. Time to siege. Hex is up. Welcome to hell, Tino. Welcome
that
to hell.
Is rough. Execration. I don't think they're going to be able to hold this one. And this is just, you know, an Arcorn with an Aegis as well. It seems like an impossible scenario to be able to kill him once, as he's gone through the last like 20 minutes of this game without dying. He's going to go back for a second, get a heal up, and I assume come back with his next round of bots. I feel like they should just keep sieging.
They're smoking a Tormentor here, but it did get cleared out by Execration. They got... Who shard for that? Oh, Coddle shard. Well, I don't know if Recall's doing much for him this game, but you never know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're stuck together all the time.
Can recall somebody from the fountain to your tier 3. Efficiency.
The smallest bit of efficiency. Well, here comes that butterfly push. It's up, it's here. We've got a cheese for Yoei too, so he can even join in on the sieging if he wants to. Oh, Palos and Carlo, they tried to make some sort of backdoor movement. They're fortunate to stay alive that far outside of their base.
I like that, trying to find the Pugno or one of these supports. Those have the VKB on Terrorblade now. It's a much better situation than just getting sieged here, which is very frustrating with the range. A minute left on this Aegis. I do expect AG to try and force the issue soon and get this fight going. Bubbles will definitely help you break here.
Tower dying fast. Bob trying to stall it as much as possible with the disarms. But every single time he does, he takes a heap of damage in return. Powell's going to try and join in, try and deal with this Tempest double. It is just not easy and costing them so many resources to be able to do it. A poke here from Yoei. Nothing serious. They play back to the fountain. Got to get a heal before the next round comes in. 30 more seconds on the Aegis.
I mean, look at the range. How do you deal with this Arcorn siege? They're not dealing with it. This is a slow and painful death right now. I mean, Yoei's killing neutral creeps. It's not even at this push.
Carlos circling around the back here. He gets a ward up on this high ground. He's just trying to get some vision of these backline, right? DB in your dream.
Gotta find the Pugno. Pugno is always the best target to find. He's going deep. Field missed. I don't even know who can join that, though, if he finds him.
Yeah.
And EG will be content with what they got. It wasn't much, but continue to build the gold lead nonetheless. BKB finish for Jokum.
And melee barracks was very low, but Execration hold on to it for now. Oh no, a Mindbreaker? Now the Arc Warden just added in an extra bit of 45 magic damage.
That's an easy choice right there.
Uh-oh.
Surprise silence. Gonna add to the annoying factor here.
Yeah.
Do have a lot of gold on Shanks. He's thinking about this Ags. I mean, he got a lot of farm in this game considering their position. Kind of impressive. I just don't know what he can do with it that's the most effective. kind of want to buff your team, but he has already bought like the best buffs. The Crimson Guard's not doing anything for you. As cheeky as that is, Paul's going to try and force a high ground push. This is very ballsy.
Immediately spotted. Nullifier goes out, deals with the shield rune and the flame guard. So, Yoei has got to be a little bit careful still, though. Man, that magic damage just raining in. Bob has to use his charge on through from the side. Pops his ultimate. Going for Tino, but the Guardian Angel does go out. Still, though, a lot of magic damage, and Tino's still going to die before the Purification can go out. The Omniscience not there in time. Yoei slow down. Oh, maybe stuns. Okay, that's a big kill if they can get it and get out.
Oh, it's the streak.
The offlaner for the Ember, a massive kill, 2,000 gold like that. They will lose their lane of barracks, but this is a fight that maybe can be fought until it's not. Palos ran forward, got psyched, and got killed immediately. There was no save because there is no Omni Knight. You could feel that pain as Bob, the only save available to him was the Glimmer Cape. It's enough for now.
Shanks dies in the fountain.
Oh,
somebody stop
no.
this set. My
Tempest double doing far too much, and he's just about to hit level 25 too.
It's about to get a whole lot worse, my friend. This poor pain is real. It's been real this whole game.
Easily jump forward.
Final nail.
They do have the Heavenly Grace to purge that one off. Bob fighting. But it's just too much, too many illusions, too much spam, too much magic damage. Rolling Thunder goes out. He gets hit with a charge. He died in his ball.
Oh my
and
God.
Now his other core dies too. He buys back, but Tino's not here. What's the point without Tino?
Well, I think we learned a lesson there, Cap.
Yeah.
You know, the unstoppable charge met the immovable Rolling Thunder.
The charge was definitely superior in this game. Yoakum still has a BKB to go through. Push him away.
Out again.
Save him. Force staff. Palos. He doesn't have an MKB, so he cannot actually fight these illusions when the magnetic field is up.
No, they are causing him so many problems this game, as well as that's crazy. I mean, they're just fighting a double right now. Double basically 5ing them. It's a rough life. And he still has another item he can choose from here. Sell his Midas. Get the true 6 slots going.
I mean, he could still get the shard, which is really potent. This late in the game, still pretty impactful. I don't know if the Aghanim Scepter is going to do that much for you, but it's another item you can get. Moon Shard as well.
I mean, right now, it's double killing their base.
Breaker. Palos caught out alone, and these bots twos are deadly and even worse. Lincoln's given over from DB. He tried to sunder the Spirit Breaker, but DB saved him with the Lincolns.
I don't think it would have made a difference, but cheeky little play. Add some insult to injury here as AG dominate this game 2 and strike back. Electric indeed. You can keep spamming it, my friends, but you got zapped this game.
I mean, they're going to try again and again with these Static Storm Rolling Thunders, but every single time it seems a bit too impotent. They get maybe a hero or two low, but never enough to get the kill, and certainly not enough to win the team fight. GG is called, and we are going to a game 3 off the back of another Arc Warden victory.
Very toxic lineup from AG here, man. The Pugna, the Breaker, just destroying you on the map. Ember Spirit for 0 stuns, 15 and 0 until that one later death.